So I'm going to weigh in today and see where I am currently standing. Come on, scale. Turn on. All right, 217.6. Not great. Not horrible. It's a starting point. And the goal is to only go down. Okay, so back to the breakfast of champions. 1 egg and 5 sausage that I put in the microwave for, of course I cover it, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then put it in for the microwave for another 25 seconds so it doesn't explode. And then I also use this pink Himalayan salt on it. Sometimes I do the pink Himalayan salt, sometimes I do the regular salt. But that is what is in my bag, or that is what I'm having for breakfast. I don't do what's in my bag too much anymore because I can't eat with my coworkers because of the virus. We're supposed to eat separately. We can't congregate anywhere, not yet. But yep, that is what I'm having for breakfast. All right, everybody, we are in the car today for lunch. It is a beautiful day. It is like almost 60 degrees. Winter is technically over in Pennsylvania. So for lunch, I packed a bag of strawberries. Actually, I just packed it in my lunch bag. I might have it as a snack later on my way home from work. I've got my bag of broccoli. I've got my, these are stewed meat or stewed beef, like chunks that I cook in butter and a steak seasoning that I get from Aldi Market. The seasoning is like $2. I love the seasoning. I was so heartbroken that I couldn't find it. But now it's back and I've been finding it and buying a couple of bags of it, make sure I have it on hand. I made myself some cucumbers, some celery, lots of green veggie. I also packed for myself some cheese it's more like a snack. Cheese and my favorite, open that up one-handed, my favorite pepperoni. So that is what is in my bag. I eat out in my car because of the whole pandemic thing. I also have some dip that I dip my veggies in. It's very low carb. Ranch light dip that I dip my veggies in. So that is what I'm having for lunch today. I also had a fat bomb that I made, cheesecake fat bombs, because anybody who's been here for any amount of time knows that one of the things that I miss on keto is cheesecake. And found a recipe for cheesecake fat bomb, but unfortunately I already ate it. So I didn't get to show you that one. But that is what I am having for lunch today. And I'll see you guys at dinner. Hello, YouTubeverse. It has been quite a while. Let me roll that window up so we don't have all that traffic noise going on. Yeah, it has been like 100 years since I've been on YouTube, since I've been doing my keto like a lady, any videos or anything at all. Because frankly, to be honest, I had decided to quit keto. I was like, I'm done with this. I went into my carb manager and looked at my weight as of last year, and I was like 194 pounds this time last year. I weighed myself this morning and I was 217. Very, very not up.
not happy. Anyway, yeah, so I had been steadily gaining weight since the whole, virus and everything was shut down and everything was going on. Um, and I was kind of like playing back and forth with, um, make this a little, I was playing back and forth with my diet, and I would go down about 5 pounds or so, and then I would go back up. And then I would go back down, and then I'd go back up. And then sometimes I would go up more. I would go down 5 pounds and then gain 6 or 7. Um, and as of the beginning of this year, I was really thinking hard, like, do I still want to do this? Is this something I still want to do? Is this, the right thing for me? I'm struggling and I'm not losing any weight. I am missing a lot of foods that I enjoy. Like, in the past, I have lost over 30 pounds and I have eaten carbs. I was following a diet. I don't want to call it the Biggest Loser diet, but I bought the Biggest Loser recipe book, and I was eating foods from that recipe book, and some of them were sandwiches, low fat, low sugar, sandwiches I was eating, low carb, or not low carb, I'm sorry, it was low calorie, low fat type of deal. And I was also exercising, and I lost a good amount of weight doing that. I had also lost a good amount of weight before that, working out and just watching what I eat, and big one, watching how many calories I was taking in a day. How many calories I was taking in and how many calories I was burning off while I was exercising. Certain activities, you can do aerobics for half an hour, burn 200 calories, and then cut 300 calories out of your diet, and that's 500 calories. 500 calories a day for 7 days is 3,500 calories. 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. I don't know if anybody knew that or not, but I had learned that quite a while ago, that 35 calories equals 1 pound. So if you cut 500 calories a day for 7 days, that's 1 pound. And like I said, you could do it through cutting 500 calories with your food intake. You could cut it with 500 calories of exercising, or you could do half and half, to cut 250 calories of your food intake and to cut 250 calories of with exercising. However your little heart desires to do it. So I was like, maybe I should go back to that. Maybe I should go back to watching my calories and watching what I'm eating, and still be able to have bread and pasta and blah, 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 blah. I actually went and joined Weight Watchers because, and Weight Watchers was something that I had been considering several times for a long, probably a good 10-20 years, every time I thought about losing weight. My only problem with Weight Watchers is I don't feel that you have to pay somebody to learn how to lose weight. That's the one, to pay somebody a program. It's different to say, okay, I want some I want some low calorie recipes, so you buy a cookbook. I want some keto recipes, so you buy a cookbook. I want some, vegetarian recipes, so you buy a cookbook. That's a little different, I feel, than spending money on, say, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig. And Jenny Craig is one of those ones that is very expensive, and you have to eat their food. And that, I feel, is not good because it doesn't teach you anything. You need to learn to not eat, what to eat, what not to eat, how much of it to eat, serving sizes. And that was the other thing too, is serving sizes. You know, we do need portion control, believe it or not. So all part of getting healthy and losing weight and changing your diet is cutting calories, keeping track of your calories, and portion control. Because if you overeat and you eat too much, even if you eat too much of a good thing, you go over those calories, you're going to gain weight. So that was my thinking. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do Weight Watcher. I don't think I'm gonna do keto anymore. I'm gonna go and do Weight Watchers. So I signed up for Weight Watchers. But the thing that was nagging me and really on my mind and what I was thinking about was the fact that the big reason why I started doing keto in the first place was because 2 years ago I went to my doctor and my doctor said that I was pre-diabetic. And I know that I had a predisposition to type 2 diabetes because I had very large children, and two, my last pregnancy I had gestational diabetes to the point where I had to take insulin shots. I had to test my blood sugar 4 times a day, and I had to take insulin shots every day. I also have to, funny enough, check my ketones every morning, make sure I wasn't burning too many ketones, because obviously when you're pregnant you don't want to lose too much weight and burn too much ketones. So and that is not a life that I'm willing to go back to. I'm not willing to go back to taking insulin shots. So I decided to restart or restart or start keto over again for maybe the 10th time. Because I'm thinking to myself, how many times, I'm awful dark here, how many times can you start over, something? What is the definition? And that's why I quit in the first place, I was like, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that's what I was doing. I was doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, and gaining weight and getting frustrated and upset. However, side note or whatever, when I first started doing keto, I just kept it very simple, kept it very plain. I had eggs and sausage for breakfast. I had some sort of protein, beef, chicken, pork, what have you, and a vegetable for lunch. I'm dark again. Also the same thing for dinner. I would have, a protein and a vegetable for dinner. I sometimes would snack on pork rinds. If I wanted like a salty, I do enjoy barbecue chips, and that was kind of like my substitute for barbecue chips was barbecue pork rinds, because I like spicy. So I would do the barbecue pork rinds every so often. I noticed that when I started doing too many snacks, that's when my weight would fluctuate, my weight would go up. Whipped cream, Cool Whip. However, if you look at Cool Whip, it is very low in carbs. It is low carb. I was using that as a substitute for ice cream, believe it or not. But if you do that too many times and you eat too much of it, you intake too many calories. So it really doesn't matter with the carb intake. If you're eating too much, you're eating too much, and you're going to gain weight. The whole idea or science behind keto is to eat enough fat, enough protein to satiate you, so that you're full and so that you're not hungry all the time. When people, they diet and they're like, I'm hungry all the time, that is what keto is supposed to help you with. It's supposed to, fat and protein are supposed to be slower, like a slower digestion rate, so that you stay fuller longer. Excuse me. You stay fuller longer. And you're not hungry and you're not tempted to cheat. You're not tempted to cheat and, oh, I'm starving, oh, I'm hungry, oh, I'll just, let me just grab something to eat, hold me over to dinner or whatever. I have not eaten since about 12:30. It is now almost 6 o'clock. And it's really not that dark, but for some reason I am just going in the shade and not really coming out. But anyway, so I was starting in with the keto snacks. I did a keto crate unboxing, and actually the whole keto crate unboxing, I really did not eat snacks from that. I think there was like 2 or 3 things that I liked from that keto crate, and the rest of it was like meh. So I will take electrolytes if I do feel the keto flu coming on. And that was the other thing too, is I really didn't get the keto flu when I first went on the ketogenic diet. I did pretty good. I didn't really have headaches, didn't really feel tired. I felt great. And so I am going to go back to the ketogenic diet. I did try the Weight Watchers for like a month. And the other thing I was noticing, a really interesting thing the beginning of this year, and I don't know if anybody else noticed it, there was a lot of people at the beginning of this year, I don't know if like 2020 just whooped them or what. I know it whooped me. Even the last day of 2020, like, are you kidding me? I was like, you know what? It's the last day of 2020. I'm going to party it up. I'm going to make a bunch of crappy food. And I'm just going to, like, when I say party it up, I mean I hang out with my family and eat crap and watch stupid TV until midnight. Say, so long, see ya, sayonara 2020, and embrace 2021 with both hands. And my stinking electricity, something happened. There was a wire that got damaged at some point, and for some reason, half of my house was without electricity. And of course, the half of the house that was without electricity was the half that I wanted to use to cook food. I couldn't use my oven on New Year's Eve. So I was like, forget it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to bed. It was over for me. 2020 was over for me at like 9 o'clock. I was done. I just can't anymore with this. So, yeah. So, like I said, I felt like insanity. I was just over and over and over again trying to lose the same 5 pounds and gaining 7. Which I should really just go back to doing what I did in the beginning was, and I hate to say, well, I like to eat clean, I like to do clean keto, but I guess that's what I am doing, is like clean keto and cutting out the snacks. Yeah, I got hooked on the perfect keto snack bars. And I didn't use them in the beginning. I didn't use perfect keto snack bars. And the MCT oil powder to put in my coffee. You know what I used in the beginning? Just straight up coconut oil. I threw it in my coffee and it melted, and I stirred it up, and you know, I went on my way, and I was happy. So yeah, I don't know if you want to call it super clean keto or whatever, but I'll call it, I'm going to get back to basics. Because the ketogenic diet is a diet that is backed by science. It's been around since at least 1920. And it was a diet that was developed for people, specifically children, who had epilepsy, that the epilepsy was not controlled by medication. You know, their epilepsy could not be controlled by medication, and they were having several seizures a day. So they started with the ketogenic diet and found the side effect of this ketogenic diet, when given to children, not only suppressed their seizures, you know, their seizures, their epilepsy got better, because epilepsy can never be cured, just like type 1 diabetes can never be cured. But you can make it better. My husband's cousin is type 1 diabetic, and she's on the keto diet. So you can make it better. You can reduce your dependency on insulin if you're type 1. Not a doctor. Check with your doctor first, especially if you're type 1 diabetic, because you don't want to be fooling with them blood sugars, and then the next thing you know, you have some sort of a seizure, and you know, you're all messed up. But so, I mean, my doctor, when she said, yeah, I'm sorry, you're type 2 diabetic, and she said, you know what to do, you know to cut your carbs, and she goes, I wouldn't even fool with bread. Like, she goes, low carb bread, wheat bread, whatever bread, she goes, I wouldn't even fool with that stuff. So basically, I think she was basically trying to say, you know, you should do the keto diet, but probably can't say that, because I know a lot of doctors have gotten in trouble for endorsing the keto diet. But anyway, so yes, I'm back on the keto diet, and back to making videos, and I want to do more of information-based videos, and not so much of, you know, this product, and you should use that product, and you should do this product. I was watching somebody else's video, and she was talking about how she would keto-fy her recipes. And I didn't really do that. I guess the only recipe I keto-fied was cheesecake, because I like cheesecake. Sometimes I want something creamy and yummy. So cheesecake. But so yes, I'm back on the keto diet. Back, I'll be doing what I eat in a day. Doing basic, very basic keto. Probably eating a lot of the same foods over and over again. So, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and come back and visit and join me on my keto journey. And reach out to me if you need any help. I also have an Instagram at keto.like.a.lady. That's the only way I could do it. It's a pain, but yes, at keto.like.a.lady. And I hope you come and see me there. And everybody have a great Monday. Spring has sprung, and the weather's getting nice. And I think I'll be doing some walking videos too, because you know, if they close down the gyms now, I can go out and walk. Yep. All right. Have a great one.